So this is serving STFU, and right now my internet is not working. So basically this video is going to be late a couple of days by the time you get this. But anyway, today I would like to review TinTin. Now for those who aren't regular or know the word TinTin, it's one word, TinTin. Or how they say it in French, TinTin. TinTin is basically a 15-year-old boy, and with his, I believe, dog Snowy, they go on a bunch of adventures. He's a journalist by the age about 15, 16, is unknown. Back in 1920s is when we were first introduced with TinTin. Now, don't get me wrong, probably back then you guys wouldn't recognize it. However, it was by the man of Huge, who made a comic book series, which later on became a cartoon series. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to argue with Cartoon Network or any program that showed TinTin. The earliest remembrance that I can remember from TinTin was watching on HBO. Me and my sister, we would constantly either bug our parents, try to wake us up early so we can watch it, or let us stay up a little bit longer so we can view it. But, you know, like most parents, no, you gotta go to sleep, you have school tomorrow. Parents, right? But for those who actually have seen TinTin, you can say it is amazing. It has action, it has drama, it has suspense, it has a mystery, sleuthfoot. Whatever you can describe, it is in it. And I believe it was last year they brought out the movie The Adventures of TinTin.
2011.
Yeah, 2011, when they brought out this movie. They also have a book. If you guys want to see it, you can go to your local library or go to the store and buy it. But it's a pretty good series. And just recently, I just watched the movie. And I can say this. Wow. They basically stuck to the series. They actually did not change anything. For those who aren't recognizable with this, all I can say is I give these guys, especially who directed this again? Oh yeah, Paramount Pictures, Columbia Pictures. Let's see, I know a lot of people are gonna be mad at me. Let's see, Steven Spielberg, yeah, Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg and another guy. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, yes, I do have a temperamental problem, but when I was looking behind the scenes documentary, I did not know that the movie was actually planned a long time ago. In fact, it was about in the 1980s, right before Hughes died, a few weeks. They were actually discussing about how to make a movie. Of course, with Snowy, they were still planning on doing like a digital dog, CGI. However, after Hughes' death, I guess it was left on the desk for a while. It wasn't until the year before the movie came out, his wife Fern calls up and says, you know what, my husband Hughes would love you guys to have done this movie. And I have to say this. Sorry for those who basically did the Dr. Seuss. I have no offense to them. But guys, forget the Seuss movies. Go watch TinTin. The Adventures of TinTin. You will love it. They stick to it. They stuck to the comic. For those who haven't read them, go to your local library or go to Barnes & Nobles. Go online. Look up the comic series. I'm not sure if they're going to bring it out, the cartoon series on DVD, but when they are, wow, I'm saving up my money and hoping to buy the whole series. Because I loved it. I loved the Thompsons and Thompsons. They are not twins. They're friends who basically have the same last name. It's like Buster and Bash Bunny, no relation. We have the captain himself. Let's see, and TinTin. Wow. They basically, truth be told, they wanted to do a live action. But after a while, they were like, you know what? And excuse me for my language, but it's in my name, if you guys haven't found out about it yet. But, fuck live animation, let's just do the movie in CGI. And I have to say, it looked good. Like, it took my breath away. But basically, I'm gonna try to do a quick summary of it. Tintin, it's basically starts off. It's like three stories in one. We have Tintin, who's on this adventure to solve this ancient mystery with the captain, who also has a story of his own in his past. And we have Thompson and Thompson, who are trying to find a pickpocket, who ironically isn't really a pickpocket. He's a kleptomaniac. He basically doesn't think of himself as a thief. He just believes that he has a problem. Well, after that, it all begins when TinTin, after when he has his picture drawn, he finds this beautiful model of the unicorn. As soon as he finds it, he is bumped into two people, the villain and a secret investigator who is later on killed. When Tintin basically refuses to hand over the ship, he goes home, the ship breaks because of Snowy chasing a cat. A secret piece falls onto the floor without Tintin knowing. Tintin decides to look up the mystery. He finds it in the book and he's like, Havoc. The ship belongs to the family of the Havoc. And it leads to the place which eventually Tintin goes back to. Of course, after when Tintin gets home, he realizes that the model is gone. It's missing. He goes home. No, he goes to the mansion where the main villain basically told him, hey, I'm going to be here just in case you change your mind, selling me the ship. He goes there, and guess what? The model ship is there, but it's repaired. And the butler basically tells him, I hope you can find all the missing pieces to your broken model. Tintin goes home, and of course, we have from our mystery model becomes a murder when the sleuth basically tries to warn Tintin and then killed in front of his steps. Tintin basically goes to Thompson. Of course, being Thompson, they're gonna be those who've seen the movie, you gotta obviously see how scatterbrained they are. Tintin is soon kidnapped and brought to the ship, which belonged to the last Havoc until it was paid off by the villain. They escape, and Tintin slowly gets the captain, who is the last of the Havocs, to try to remember what happened to his great-great-grandfather, Sir Francis. Long story short, from a boat to a plane, landing in the Sahara Desert, Tintin basically soon overhears the story that the captain slowly remembers. Still, it's a race to get the last scroll, and I have to say they did everything perfect. Perfect to the T, even to the ending, which I am not going to ruin. Like I said, Hughes, I have to say, we have to thank these guys for not making you roll in your grave, because it is awesome. For those who haven't seen the movie, check it out. Even though it's somewhat like a kid's flick, there's a little bit of cussing, like mild language. Like, it's not like adult language, but it's mild. There is gonna be some blood. There is gonna be tons of action. And guarantee you, you guys are gonna be loving it. If you guys don't, then oh well. Tell me what you guys think. Write down in the comments and tell me whether or not you love the movie. If you have it, great. If not, then oh well. But hopefully, let's hope that TinTin, The Adventures of TinTin, will be on DVD. This is STFUHM signing off.